Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete, and it's been one hot minute, but there's been lots of stuff going on throughout the year and I just haven't made videos apart from the few live concert footage things that I've uploaded. Anyway, I need to revisit my record collections and continue on where I left off probably 16 months ago. So this will be part 9, starting with some Iron Maiden stuff that wasn't covered previously. Just quickly, motivated to do this because it'll give me a record in case there's ever any issues with insurance or whatever, because I was at my girlfriend's a couple of weeks back and I'd left my iPad here on a charger and I got paranoid that the house was going to burn down and my iPad would catch on fire and the house would burn down and everything would be lost and stuff. But enough of that, let's get into what I've got in my collection. So continuing on with Iron Maiden from part 9, here we have Somewhere in Time. This is an early pressing from back in the late 80s that I happen to have. I want to try and keep this under 10 minutes and there's quite a few records here from this particular batch, so I'll keep moving. From there we have a Wasted Years shaped picture disc. It's kind of a bit square and stuff, which is pretty cool. It has Reach Out as the B-side on that. Moving on from there we have Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, probably my second favourite Maiden album. This one's a repress from the early 2010s. I'm not sure exactly, it might be from about 2012 or something, but great album. Then I have this box which I haven't actually opened. It came with No Prayer for the Dying and Fear of the Dark in there. On the back it has space for a bunch of other albums, including The X Factor, Virtual 11, Brave New World, Rock in Rio, Dance of Death, Death on the Road, A Matter of Life and Death, Flight 666, Final Frontier, In Vivo, and Book of Souls. I only have one of those. Prices on Maiden vinyl in particular skyrocketed, so the only one that I managed to add to the collection beyond that point, oh, and there go all the records falling over there, stay, is the X Factor. I've got them all on CD, so maybe I'll get around to picking them up on vinyl as well. After that we have Irreversible Mechanism. It's kind of a tech death kind of thing. The album's Immersion. It was on Blood Records. I need to listen to that more. I probably listen to CDs more than vinyl these days, so I need to there's a couple of things on top of the turntable I need to get rid of, so I can do it. And then we get to Judas Priest. So we've got what's this, Sin After Sin. So early pressing as well from back in the 80s. After that we have Stained Glass. This is a repress. I got this from 2017. I picked that up quite cheaply. Then we have Killing Machine. From there, another early press. I think that was early 80s as well. Then British Steel, another classic. I haven't re-sleeved that, surprisingly, so I've got the original actually. So is Screaming for Vengeance. I haven't re-sleeved it with the normal inners that I use. Another one which I haven't re-sleeved, which is Defenders of the Faith. This is probably my second favourite album after Painkiller. It's got some great songs like Sentinel and Love Bites and so on. On that, I think Free Will Burning on this album. Can't remember. Couldn't see it. Anyway, then we have Turbo. Probably one of the albums that I've listened to the least. That one I think probably needs re-sleeving as well, or inner. Then we have Painkiller, definitely my favourite. That one was a Christmas present from the girlfriend a few years back. when she listened to what I actually requested. Then we're getting into the Catatonia collection, and I can't pronounce this, I just call it Elohim Meth. This is a boy vinyl. I think this was 2000 that it was pressed, so I think that's the very first pressing of that on vinyl. If you've seen my entire Catatonia collection, this will all be covered in that anyway. But we've got Dance of December Souls, and there's a second one that has a slightly different cover. This one I haven't played, this one I have. I ordered, must have been this one, and it just didn't show up, and then it was probably about March I ordered it, and then I ordered another copy in like August or September, and then like a month or two later the second copy just showed up out of the blue. For Funerals to Come, great EP. It's got Mr. Ackerfeld on vocals, Brave Murder Day, another one of my favourites again, Mr. Ackerfeld on vinyl. Most of these are represses. Discouraged Ones is an original pressing from 99 or 2000 on Avant-Garde Music. Then we have Tonight's Decision. I do really enjoy this album, and I probably need to listen to it more because there's some great songs on there, but it's probably the one I've listened to least. Last Fair Deal Gone Down, this is another one of my favourites of Catatonia. Oh, and everything's fallen over again. Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky for me to get them out. I'll pull them out from the bottom. Viva Emptiness, cool album. I've managed to see Catatonia twice live, so played a few tracks off this. The last time I saw them, they focused on The Great Cold Distance, so I think I caught a couple of those on film. The Fall of Hearts, another good album. I need to listen to this newer stuff more. Dead Air. Can't tell you what my favourites off that are that stand out. City Burials. I think I've got 2 copies of this because, again, ordered a copy, waited and waited and waited for it to show up, then thought it's not going to arrive, so I bought another copy. Might actually be back in the music room. Then we have Void of Stars, or Sky Void of Stars. I really enjoyed this. That one's some sort of green coloured vinyl if I recall correctly. Then we get into, away from Catatonia, we have Miles Kennedy's solo album. Haven't actually played or listened to that, but I did an order, I think Napalm Records, or no, it wasn't Napalm, it was somewhere here in Australia, and it was like $10. So it's like, I love his vocals with Alter Bridge, so how could I go wrong for that sort of money? Then we have King Diamond, Abigail. It's a great album. Definitely my favourite King Diamond album. I need more King Diamond in my life. I've probably only got 4. I think I've got Conspiracy, this, House of God, Abigail 2, and something else. Then we get into some, I guess, 80s glam rock, if you want to call it that, with Kiss, the Smashes, Trashes and Hits album. It's the only 80s Kiss I actually own. Everything else that I have, which is on CD, is 70s stuff. Then we have George Colias from Niles solo album. I waited and waited for ages for this to come out because he's got a playthrough of, I think, what's it called, Eons of Burning Galaxies, which I probably watched 100 times on YouTube. Such a cool song. So I've got the CD of that as well, so I haven't actually cracked into the vinyl copy. Transparent Red, limited to 250 copies worldwide. Then we have, and I've filed this under K for whatever reason, The Covenant, formerly Covenant with a C, Hellhammer on drums, Nagash, who was in Dimmu Borgir. He's also in a few other bands, and these guys have started getting a bit more, I guess, industrial on this album. They sort of lost me after this. But anyway, there's that one. That one hasn't been re-sleeved either. Oh no, it has. Never mind. Don't listen to what I'm saying. And then lastly, for this particular video, we have the Kreator Under the Guillotine box set, which I haven't opened as yet, but it has Endless Pain, Pleasure to Kill, Terrible Certainty, Extreme Aggression, Coma of Souls, and Renewal, all on different coloured splattered vinyls and stuff. I think there's something else in there. There might be a DVD. It's got the booklet as well. Apparently a cassette, okay, and a figurine. Wasn't even, or I'd forgotten that that was in there. So there's that one. So that here takes me right through to Kreator. It's the end of part 9. I'll wrap it up there so it doesn't get too long, and I'll be back with part 10 moving on from Kreator in the next one, probably in the next few days. Just want to get these out so I can settle my paranoia about not being at home and not having a record of everything I've got. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Until next time, take it easy, and I am out.